Here is Shannon from Blind Melon. Hi, thanks for coming in. How you doing?
I'm recuperating.
You're recuperating?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm recuperating from bruised feet.
Bruised feet?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I was stomping my foot last night.
Oh, right, yes, at the Underworld. How did it go?
It was great. It was really fun. There was a lot of cool people there. We got to meet a lot of new people.
Jolly good.
Yeah,
excellent.
It was fun.
Right, I'm looking through your press stuff here. Why is it that people always try to pigeonhole bands and lump them into a category? Because on the first page, they go...
Because they're lazy.
Is that what it is?
They're lazy and they have no original ingredients to make up their own, kind of way about a band.
Because they've tried to do it here to you and they can't.
Yeah.
You've beaten them. Let's talk about your influences. What are they? What inspired you to get into the world of rock?
The world of rock. Wow. I'm influenced by people like Syd Barrett. I was a big Syd Barrett. I liked Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
It was the first music that gave me a mental movement. It's like.
How old were you?
We're like 16 and 17 years old, and it was a tradition that it was like a weekend thing. A lot of through Monday through Friday. Yeah, you had to try to maintain all your responsibilities, but then come that Friday, I and probably 3 or 4 of my friends would always get together and we'd take LSD and we would listen to Pink Floyd. That was just like the big tradition that actually lasted for a really long time. And so that was what we did, and we got into just sitting and thinking, and letting the music just, kind of paralyze your body and just sitting there and just thinking about,
And Pink Floyd certainly did do that.
And it was like, you didn't have to jump around and mosh, you didn't have to move your body at all because all the movement was going on behind your eyes, and that was enough to exhaust you at the end of the evening as much as what it would be if you were, so, I liked the music that would move me internally rather, than make my body move.
Wasting time.
music so important to people? Why is it, do you think, at that age?
It's a good, I think it's just a good way to therapeutically bleed yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And through music, it's like, you know, it's a good way to bring people together, you know? I enjoy meeting people who, you know, like last night, you know, I've never been here, and people are singing our songs, and I was really overwhelmed, and to just, I mean, there's like a common bond. You can find, you can break down, you know, the walls of communication through music, and then afterwards, it's like I find myself sitting with people who I've never met, I don't know, but yet we're communicating like we have known each other, you know, and it just, I mean, it's just a different way of going about saying hello in a way.
Give me a potted history if you can. Give me sort of what Blind Melon is, how long you've been going, how you got together.
Well, we're all from, geographically, we're from different parts of the United States, and in like late '89, early 1990, I moved to LA, and Rogers and Brad, the guitar player and bass player, they moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, everybody had their different reasons for wanting to move, you know. It wasn't necessarily to be in a rock band, you know. It was just, we'd all been raised in really small town environments.
Mm-hmm.
So where I'm from, you know, it's good small city government. There's a lot of good jobs, and it's that have good benefits where you can live your whole life there and be really quite comfortable.
Yeah.
And just watch the outside world through the TV and get this, you know, candied down version of what reality really is all about. And that's what I just wanted to see more, and so I left, and I was in LA for like 30 days. And then I started realizing all these things that I had taken for granted, you know, about where I had come from. And I never had a problem with trying to park, and I never had a problem with traffic. And all of a sudden, I'm thrown into this environment where there's all this, you know, all these different things I have to base my day around.
Yeah. And
I met Rogers and Brad, and they were basically going through, you know, and feeling the same way I was, and that brought us together. And Brad knew Christopher, the guitar player,
mm-hmm.
and Christopher had moved there from York, Pennsylvania. I got ready to say York. He moved there from York Peppermint Patty. Where Christopher's from, have you heard of the York Peppermint Patty?
No,
sorry. The mint.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Christopher comes from there. So anyway, that's completely off.
That's an in-joke, yeah.
Yeah, and we just started jamming around, and Glenn, our drummer, he's from where Rogers and Brad are from in Mississippi, and they just called back to Glenn, and Glenn dropped everything and was in L.A. just as fast as what it would be if you had made plans to move there. But Glenn just got this phone call out of the blue and just dropped everything and was there like 3 days later.
Nice one.
And yeah, with this carload of, you know, of goods, and that's where we started from there.
So you discovered LA together, discovered music together.
And
how long ago was this?
This was in 1990. Right. And then we just started writing songs, and we didn't play the scene in LA. There was a lot of politics involved in you know, conforming to what the club owner wanted you to sound like, and we were content just staying in our rehearsal hall and playing and write. You know, where we rehearsed at, it was this place called Downtown Rehearsal Hall, and there's like 150 rooms in this building, and all of our friends that we ran around with were in bands that were rehearsing in this place. So on any given night when we were rehearsing, people would stop by our rehearsal hall, and that was just, I mean, we had more fun playing to them, and just as much fun playing to them as what we would have if we were to play any of the big clubs in LA. Right. So, I mean, and then, you know, we recorded, we had all our recording equipment down there. We recorded like 4-track demos all the time to let friends and people know, you know, send our family who's wondering what the hell's going on with their kids. We'd send tapes back home.
Nice one.
And we were happy doing that. And then the tape, you know, kind of filtered around, and you know, it was nice.
I've never been to LA, Do you like it there? Are you happy living
I
there?
grew up as a human being. I grew from LA because
Really?
yeah, because I had been, you know, where I was raised. You didn't have you don't really have to worry about too much.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you just, you know, the art of survival is definitely alive and well in LA, and I mean, you know, it makes you a stronger person. It makes you a harder person, but you know, at the same time, it makes you. I mean, you realize what, you know, what being in a cold environment, what you're going to get from it, you know, and it made me grow as a human being, you know. I mean, I just been you know, you have to spend half your time looking over your shoulder, you know, because you don't know what's behind you, and as bad as that seems, it can also be a good thing, you know. You just flip the coin over and go, what am I learning from this? And you're learning something, you know. And
self-preservation.
I learned how to honk my horn a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. I go back home, and honking your horn in Indiana is like basically asking someone if they want to fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's how.
You don't want to be doing that then.
And then it's like, I'm whenever I'm back home, I'm like, turn on the radio. I'm gonna make that much knock the horn, and I'll immediately rail off into the radio.
Right, let's talk about this weekend. It's a big weekend for us in the UK. Guns N' Roses hitting Milton Keynes, Saturday and Sunday. Blind Melon supporting. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? How did that happen? Who gave you the call? Was Axel on the phone?
Yeah, Axel
saying, hi
called
guys,
me.
come along.
Actually, him and I were doing a bed-in, and
Not.
no, we did some dates in Mexico and all that, and everything went well, and so they invited us here.
And it's your first time in the UK,
Yeah.
and you're playing Milton Keynes, which is about, I don't know what the capacity is, what, 50,000?
It's a little bit bigger than the Underworld, I think.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Now, is this going to be your biggest gig to date?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is.
Scary.
It's different, you know, I mean, there's a lot of intimacy lost, you know, 10 feet up and 20 feet away, but it's fun to step into that light every now and then. It's something I don't know if I could get used to, me personally.
I'm sure you could.
I definitely admire people who can play to that type of environment, you know,
And the
night
size
after
of
night.
that stage as well. You can run around a lot, can't you?
My feet are going to have to heal.
Exactly. Well, look, it's going to be a killer at the weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Lots
to
of
it.
luck.
Thank
Give
you.
them hell at Milton Keynes.
I'm going to give them hell.
And when you're as big as Guns N' Roses, please come back and talk to me. Shannon, thanks a lot for coming in.
They don't even really talk to me, so don't feel bad.
Oh, that's all right. I feel a whole lot better now. Cheers.
Okay, thank you.
The current